Okay, we're gonna start in a comfortable seat. So you can either sit legs crossed in an easy seat, or today I'm actually gonna start on my knees, seated with my booty on my heels. Let's go ahead and bring our hands to your knees, face down or palms down, should you need some grounding this morning, or palms up if you need more energy. And if you're comfortable doing so, please close your eyes. So there is this eternal quest in life for this crazy thing called happiness, right? We always are looking for the next thing that's going to make us happy. This morning, the theme of our practice is happiness lies in wait. Someday is now. Be present and choose to be happy today. I often find myself throughout life thinking of things like, oh, someday I'll get my driver's license and then I'm going to be happy. And someday I'll graduate from college and that'll make me happy. Someday I'll have this wonderful job, a great house, a family, a dog, a boat, and then I'm going to be so happy. Someday I'll retire, and just you wait and see. I'll really, really be happy. Life on the someday aisle isn't that bad. To be honest, those dreamy shores are peaceful. They're stress-free, and there's usually something just around the corner to look forward to. And every tomorrow promises to be better than today. The problem, of course, is that tomorrow is promised to no one. And today is really the only day we have. One of the quotes I love says, begin doing what you want to do now. You're not living in eternity. We only have this moment, sparkling like a star in our hands and melting like a snowflake. Happiness is not so much a distant destination or a prized possession. It's a matter of personal choice or a way of traveling. Not just someday, but each and every day offers endless opportunities to live, to love, to laugh, to learn, to open our arms, to let it all in, and to share the day with those we love. It's in these everyday moments, both large and small, that happiness lies in wait. With your eyes still gently closed, let's bring our right hand to the top of our head, grasping the left side of your head. You're going to take your left hand, and if you're in a cross-legged position, just rest it on the floor beside you, so palm on the floor with the left hand. And you're going to gently pull the head over to the right-hand side. Really flex your palm if you are on your knees, kneeling like I am. Then you're just going to make a hard flex with the wrist. That gives a little extra side body stretch. Gently pull over to the right. Inhale, return your head back to center. Let's grasp the head with the left hand on the right side, flexing the right hand either rooted on the ground or just flexed and floating, and gently pull over to the left-hand side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And let's just do a couple of gentle neck rolls, making a circle over towards the right, articulating through each vertebrae as you're rotating your head. Let's change directions and go over to the left-hand side, rolling the neck in a nice gentle circle. Let's meet back in center, and if you're in a cross-legged position, go ahead and roll over your knees. If you're kneeling, you're just going to come forward to tabletop position. So you're kneeling on your hands and your feet, or I'm sorry, your knees. Your wrists are stacked directly under shoulder blades, knees directly under hips. Ensure that you are tucking your core, squeezing the belly button as if you're trying to reach the back of your spine. So you're engaged through your core. We're going to take the right knee and we're going to cross it over the left. So it's resting on the floor on the left-hand side. And we're just going to gently pull back towards the heels, shifting your weight back towards the heels. Really be cautious of going too far here. You want to keep both knees on the ground. So it's just a gentle hip stretch. Still early, so again, be very cognizant of how your body feels this morning. In yoga, we want to feel discomfort. Discomfort is okay, but pain is not. If you feel pain or pinching at any point, always back off. And inhale, come back to center. Return the right knee alongside the left. And let's do the opposite side. So left knee is going to cross over the right, meeting on the floor. And gently pull back towards your heels. Again, keeping both knees on the ground. And breathe here. And let's release the left knee, come back to center. Meet in tabletop. From here, gently tuck under the toes and we're going to move into a plank pose. I have to forewarn you that we're doing quite a bit of plank today. This is our core work that we're going to interweave throughout. We're just holding in plank again. Our shoulder blades are stacked over our wrists. Our heels are stacked over our toes and our core is tight. On your next inhale, we're going to shift our weight to the left-hand side and slowly raise your right arm high for side plank. If this is tricky for you, modified side plank, you can place your left knee on the ground and lift the right arm. You're getting the same benefits. And hold here for an inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, return the right arm to the floor and meet back in plank, holding here. Again, you can come to a modified plank if you need a little breather. That would be knees on the ground. You're still getting the same benefit. Keep that belly tight. On your next inhale, shift your weight over to the right-hand side. Lift the left arm towards the sky for side plank on the opposite side. Again, modifying by dropping the right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, return your hand to the mat. We'll meet in plank pose one more time. Holding here. Gently reach the right heel up, just lifting it 2 inches, so you're getting a little added balance here. There you go. Return the right heel and lift the left. Return the left foot to the floor. Lift the right. And left. Every time we do these heel lifts, we're going to be doing 3 on each side. So you guys have a little advance warning. And one more time. Right and left. And return the heels to the mat. On your next exhale, squeezing belly to spine, lift the hips towards the sky. We're going to move into our first downward dog of the day. And feel free to walk your dog here. Wiggle your hips from side to side, bend and flex through the knees. Get a little movement. It's our first downward dog. Blue's like, Mom, why are you doing downward dog? I want to join. Blue is Krista's dog, everybody. Okay, on your next inhale, we're going to step the right foot in between our hands for low lunge. And then step the left foot to meet, so we're in a forward fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. Let your upper body just dangle. There should be no tension there. Relax the neck, relax the spine. If you feel any discomfort in the hamstrings or back, put a generous bend in your knees. Grasping opposite elbows now, we're gonna move through sunflower. Sunflower is honestly probably one of my favorite poses ever. So in sunflower, let's first shift our weight over to the left-hand side and initiating this movement through our right side body, pull yourself up like you're making a big circle, keeping those elbows interlaced or hands interlaced on opposite elbow. And then you're gonna drop down on the opposite side. So you're making a big circle. Inhale and rise. And exhale, return to forward fold. I find it helpful here to keep a wider stance. So my legs are in almost match distance length. And exhale back to center. We're going to switch directions now. So shifting the weight to the right hand side, pulling through the left side body. And rising up tall. Exhaling down. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Down to forward fold. One more time in this direction. Inhale, rise. And exhale, we'll meet in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. So bring your hands to your shins or thighs or maybe the floor. The goal here is a nice flat and strong back. Exhale, forward fold. And on your next inhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Have the right foot meet the left, so we'll be in plank now. And guess what? We're in plank, so we're gonna do some heel lifts here. Let's go ahead and lift the right heel. Return it to the mat. Left heel. Return. Right. Return. Left. Last time, lift your right heel. And the left. And now on your next inhale, again, squeezing belly to spine, raising through the hips, we'll return to downward dog. On your next inhale, step the right knee forward to low lunge. So your hands or foot will go in between your hands for lunge. And let's just get some movement here. I know we were here for briefly for a second, but you can feel free to bend and straighten that right knee. Do what feels good in your body to warm up these muscles. On your next inhale, meet back in a low lunge, and we're going to drop our left knee to the ground. From here, reach your booty back. We're going to come into a half split or half Hanuman. You can keep your hands rooted on the ground. If you feel strong, you might lift them. Do what feels comfortable in your body. Again, don't lock out your joints ever throughout your practice, so keep a nice gentle bend in that front right knee. Just breathe here, getting a nice stretch. And on your next inhale, we're going to meet back in low lunge. So lifting the right knee or left knee. And inhale, root to rise, raise your hands overhead. We're going to come to crescent lunge. Make sure you have generous space between the right and the left foot. So you're on separate railroad tracks, not a tightrope. Bend the left knee if you feel any pressure in your lower back. Your front right knee should not be in front of your toes. So if you were to look down, you should be able to see your right toes. And try and equally distribute the weight between both feet so that you're not leaning too far forward or leaning too far back. On your next inhale, cartwheel your arms open to warrior two. And this is our first warrior two, so if you need to surf in and out of there, I know that always feels wonderful in my body. In warrior two, your hips are pointed towards the side, as is your chest. The gaze can go over your front middle fingers if that's comfortable for your neck, or if it is not, feel free to gaze straight to the side as well. Do what feels comfortable for you. Focus the weight on the outer edges, outer knife edges of each feet, ensuring that, again, here you're distributing the weight equally. On your next inhale, we're going to reach forward through that front hand and come into an extended side angle. So when you cannot reach further, you can bring your hands to a T or 6 and 12 o'clock position. You can gently push your right arm, the right elbow or upper forearm, into the right knee to open your hips a little bit further. Again, gaze here can go up towards the left hand, or it can go down towards the right foot. And inhale, we're going to come to reverse warrior. And if you have a block or water bottle handy, I really recommend you use this. We're going to move into our first balancing pose. So from reverse warrior, you're going to be reaching through warrior two, and you're going to come forward into half moon. So you're going to be lifting the left leg off the ground. So this is a one-legged balancing posture. The goal here is that your hips are pointed towards that side wall. They're open, not closed. Shoulder blades would be stacked on top of each other. Again, here the gaze can go down to the floor, or it can go up towards the raised arm. This is not about how high your left leg is lifted. Even just having it a few inches off the ground is okay. We're just working on our balance here. And just breathe here for a moment. And inhale. On your next exhale, gently step back so you're meeting in warrior two. And go ahead and cartwheel the arms down to lunge. Step the right foot back. We are not doing any chaturangas in practice today. At least I am not cueing them. Should you want to do chaturangas, feel free. Instead, we're going to be doing some side planks and our heel lifts here. So let's raise our left arm to the sky, starting with a side plank. Again, you can bring the lower knee to rest on the floor if you need added support. Breathe here. Lift those hips high towards the sky. Exhale, return to plank. Inhale, switching sides, lift the opposite arm towards the sky. Reaching those hips upwards towards the sun, rainbowing through the side body. Exhale, return the hand to the floor. We'll meet in plank. And we've got our 3 heel lifts. So lift your right heel. Return to the mat, left. Return to the mat, right. Return, left. Nice job, guys. Return, one more time, right. Return, left. And lift those hips to the sky for downward dog. Let's take a community inhale. And exhale, that's our flow. So we're gonna repeat it on the left side now. Inhale and reach the left knee and foot in between your hands for low lunge. If you'd like to do 3-legged dog before, you can, or you can simply step that foot in between your hands. Go ahead and bend and straighten here. This is our first time on the left side. Get some movement. Drop the right knee to the mat. And push the hips towards your heels for half Hanuman or half splits. Relaxing the neck and the head here. Creating space on the left side. On your next inhale, we'll meet back in low lunge, lifting the right knee off the mat. And when you feel grounded, rise up. We'll meet in crescent lunge. Beautiful. Again, keeping a nice bend in your right knee so as to not overstrain your lower back. Now spinning the back foot towards the short edge of the mat, we're gonna move to warrior two on the left side. Again, surf in and out here if you did so on the opposite side. Take as much care as you did the first time through, focusing once we meet back in warrior two to ensure that your weight is equally distributed, pushing through the knife edge of both the front and back foot. The knees not extending, your front knees not extending over your toes. Your shoulder blades are pointing towards the side wall, the long edge of your mat, as is your hips, as are your hips, pardon. Reaching towards the front of the room, we're gonna come into extended side angles. So when you can't reach any further, you can tick-tock or tee your arms. Again, using the left upper arm, gently pushing into the left leg to get some added opening in your hips. On inhale to reverse warrior. And exhale here, coming into half moon. So grab a block if you used it on the opposite side. Left hand would go on the block. Right hip stacks on top of the left. Flex through that right foot. That will help. Reach the right arm towards the sky. Gaze can go up towards the right hand or down towards the left, whatever's comfortable. It can also stay in a neutral position, just looking towards the side wall. Keep a nice bend in that left knee so you're not locking out your joints. Inhale here. And exhale, meet in warrior two. Return that right foot to the mat. Cartwheel the arms down to low lunge. Step the left to meet the right for plank. And we're gonna move through our side plank here. So this time we're gonna start on the left side. Lift the left arm towards the sky for side plank. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. Inhale, lift your right arm high. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. And we're in plank for our plank heel lifts. Lift the right heel and the left and right and left. One more time, right heel reaches up and left. Good job, you guys. You guys are doing wonderful with all these core moves. And exhale to downward dog. All right, we are going to, just checking my time, sorry about that. Take a few breaths here in downward dog. On your next inhale, gaze towards your hands. And you're going to walk, step, or hop to a forward fold. We're going to move into a balancing portion of our practice now. More balancing. I know we had some in our flow. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sit your hips and booty back, and rise to Utkatasana chair pose. If raising your arms overhead is uncomfortable for your shoulders, I know it can be, especially for men, you can have your hands meet in prayer at heart center. Again, here, gaze over your knees. Ensure you can see the tips of your toes. If you can't, you want to sit back even further into that imaginary chair. If your hands are at heart center, gently reach them towards the sky. And then we're going to swing our hands behind us for airplane chair. So squeeze your arms together, squeeze those shoulder blades together. If you'd like an added challenge, you can lift your heels here for balancing chair. Inhale, swing the arms back to center, return the heels to the mat if you have lifted them. Staying in chair, exhale back, airplane the arms, lift the heels should you want to do so. And inhale, arms raise. One more time through. Exhale, airplane the arms back behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades, palms reach towards or look towards the floor. Return the heels to the mat. Exhale and come to Tadasana. Come out of that chair. Great job. From here, we're going to move into Dancer. If you have not done Dancer before, Krista's going to demonstrate just a modified base version of Dancer. So starting with shifting your weight to the left foot, you're going to reach your left arm towards the sky. You're going to bring your right elbow to meet your hip, palm facing up like you're holding a tray. And then you're going to lift the right heel behind you. And with your right hand, try and grab the top of your foot. This is a perfect place to stay. This is Dancer. Bring the knees together so that you don't have your hips misaligned. So the goal here is that the hips are still in an even playing field. Now, again, if this is your first time doing Dancer, feel free to stay here. This is a beautiful place to be. Should you want to go any further, the movement is initiated through your right foot by kicking the right foot back. So you want to kick rather than pull with your hand. So again, initiating through the foot, you can extend and go a little further into Dancer. Here our hips are still aligned, so we want to try and avoid any raising of the right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on your next exhale, return the right foot to the mat. Shake it out. Great job. So we need to do Dancer on the left. However, we've got another round of our chair airplanes. So inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, sit your booty back for chair. Chair airplane, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, chair airplane, raising the heels should you wish. One more time, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale through chair plane. I just made that up, chair plane, chair airplane with arms. Inhale, reach up through Tadasana, mountain pose. So straighten the legs, get some movement there. Beautiful work. Let's go to Dancer on the left-hand side. So this time you're going to reach the right arm towards the sky, weight shifts to the right foot. Make a tray with the left arm, palm reaching towards the sky, elbow glued into your left side body. Lift the left foot behind you and try and grasp the top of your foot with your left hand. It's a perfect place to be right here. Should you want to go deeper, initiating the movement through the left foot, kick the left foot back, reaching behind you. And as you can see in Krista's body, as she's reaching, her chest does come forward. That is perfectly okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, return the foot to the floor, the left foot to the floor, shake it out. Beautiful job. Inhale, reach both arms towards the sky, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands move through heart center and forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, one more time. Exhale, forward fold. From here, you can step one foot back, moving through lunge. We're going to meet in plank, or you can jump back to plank pose. Beautiful, Krista. Holding in plank, we've got our heel lift. So right heel and left, right heel and left, right heel and left. Now lift the right arm. We're going to come into a side plank. And I'd like you to reach your right arm over your head. So you're reaching towards that side wall in front of you. So we're just getting an extra added extended rainbow here in our side plank. Think of making a rainbow with your body. Reaching the right hip towards the sky. And return the hands to center for plank. Shift your weight into your right hand. Lift the left arm towards the sky. Now reach that left hand towards the front of the room so you're rainbowing through the side body. Inhale, return the hands to the mat for plank pose. And very intentionally lower down to your mat so your belly is on the floor. This is belly down in Shavasana. Rest your hands along your side body. Gaze goes to the right or the left, whatever feels natural for you. Gently close your eyes. Just take a few breaths here. Most of the hard work is done. I say most because we do have one tiny little core thing we're going to do before we close. But you guys did phenomenal today. There was a lot of challenging postures in there. On your next inhale, bring your palms to your chest. So reach your palms to the mat underneath you. The elbow tips should be reaching towards the sky. Without putting a lot of pressure on those hands, you really don't want to put any pressure on your hands. Gently inhale, raising the chest, pushing the heels, the tops of your feet and your hips into the mat for cobra, low cobra. Exhale, return the chest to the floor. Gaze goes opposite direction, hands rest beneath you. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Here you can tee out your arms or you can leave them where they are. We're going to move into a locust pose. So with locust, on your next inhale, you're going to gently lift your feet and your hands. You can feel free to interlace your hands behind you should you have that flexibility in your shoulders. If you feel any pinching, release the hands and just have them reach towards the wall behind you. Or if that is still strenuous, they can be teed out. Exhale, return everything to the floor. Gaze goes opposite direction. Breathe here. As gracefully or ungracefully as you can, go ahead and flip over so that you are laying on your back. Reach both heels towards the sky with straight legs for legs up the wall. Again, you can keep a gentle bend here. When I say straight, I don't lock out your joints, but flex through the foot, flex through the heels. Just breathe here. This is a great restorative posture. I love doing legs up the wall to start or end the day. There is a lot of medical benefits. It lowers your blood pressure. It brings fresh blood to the heart, getting extra oxygenated blood circulating through your body. You can do this up on a wall if you feel it's too hard to hold yourself. On your next inhale, you're going to tabletop your legs, so bending at the knee joint. So we're in a reclined tabletop. Now bring your hands to your thighs. This is our last little core movement. And this is up to you how much you work here, because can't control it at all. This is all up to you. You're going to simultaneously push your hands or palms into your thighs while pushing your thighs into your hands. So you're creating your own counter pressure here. This is a core movement, so squeeze through the core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hug both knees into your chest. Tense every muscle in your body. Feel free to rock side to side here. Massage the lower spine a little bit. Your next exhale, release all your limbs to the mat. Let your feet flop out to the side. Maybe tuck your shoulder blades underneath you to raise the chest towards the sky slightly. Relax your feet. Relax your calves. Relax your shins. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs, your hamstrings, your hips, your bottom, your core. Relax the shoulder blades. Relax your fingers. Relax your wrists. Release your jaw. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just breathe here. Gently bring some awareness back to your body. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. We're going to stay in a reclined position, but bring your hands to prayer position at your third eye center. Begin doing what you want to do now. We're not living in eternity. We have only this moment. It's sparkling like a star in our hand and melting like a snowflake. Happiness lies in wait, guys. Someday is now. Today, try and be present. Namaste.